And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First play, Mills looking to pass. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Texans had 6 and 9 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason. We just spend more time with wide receivers to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 31, Mills. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Mills. This to the outside for Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills flushed out right. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Lawrence now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll run with Etienne. Oh, able to, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go, here we go. Look at my team.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
70 Lions. Panther 11.
To throw, Mills. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, knock it.
From the 39, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put...
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock. for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 25 on second down, Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run with Robinson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson again, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers, a turnover on the left. And now here is another interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense. And they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 34 yards. And the Jaguars get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with you.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dwayne Smoot just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Texans take over first down at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mills again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd down and goal. Mills. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 39-yard line.
11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Leo! Hit it.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It's Robinson. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Mills on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mills now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mills to the air again. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. One last shot for Mills. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's